Hey guys, this is going to be a video about how to pack for the World Race. I'm hoping that this video will be really helpful to my supporters because I get questions all the time of, well, how in the world do you pack for a year? So I'm hoping that by showing you, it will help you. I'm also hoping that this can help future racers because I know that when I signed up for the race, I had no idea what pack to buy, what sleeping pad, all that stuff. I was just like completely overwhelmed. So it's gonna be probably a pretty long video just because I'm going really in depth into that stuff for future racers. So hopefully this is really helpful for supporters as well as future racers. So I'm gonna dive right in and I'll start with what's in my day pack. There is my day pack, which is a North Face Borealis women's. And then the red is my cords and all of my electronic cords. Then I have my passport, my oil absorbing sheets for plane rides that make your face feel gross. Then I have my electronics, which has my iPod because you want that instead of a phone. Future racers, no phone plan, as well as it does everything that a phone does, and it's not as expensive. Then I have my GoPro and my iPod for music. And then I have my pills and my LifeStraw water bottle, my Bible, my ebook reader, my packet system, which I got from REI, which has my toiletries in it for travel days, and then my Ultimate Ears speaker. Next to that, I have my little wallet, and then the green is my laptop. On top of that is my hard drive. Definitely want a hard drive, future racers. Inside the blue Gecko is my, you'll see, it is a waterproof bag that has my travel day clothes in it, and then I have my journal with pens, and yep, that is my day pack. LT Red Cloud 80. It's 80 liters, which is a bit excessive, but it doesn't really look like 80 liters, or it's not as big as a typical 80 liter bag because it's for women's. But I did a lot of research on packs, and personally, this one was my absolute favorite. So I definitely would recommend this to racers. So on top we have Stitch, he's my pillow pet, and this is gonna be my pillow for the race. And you saw, fits easily right on top of my pack, and I would definitely recommend taking a pillow pet. I have a solar light, and it's a lantern, so it can pull up into a lantern and then you just inflate it. Also has a red light on it, which is good because red light doesn't attract bugs, so that's also really good to know for your headlamp. You want to get a headlamp that has a red light on it. And then in here I have my essential oils, and then this is my other little pillow. So I could take this on travel days if I wanted, just put it inside of my day pack. It's really, really little. It inflates to about this big, and let's see. It is a Sea to Summit AEROS Eros Pillow Premium, and it's a large. I really like it. I use it to put underneath my pillow pet sometimes, or also, like I said, it's just nice for a travel day pillow instead of having like one of those big neck ones. And then I have my rain jacket, which packs down really, really small. You definitely need a rain jacket on the race. It is a quick pack, high performance pack away jacket. And the brand is Trespass. So here's that. And then these are my straps for my hammock. They're Eno XL Atlas. So they're really, really long, which is great for trees that are spread apart. Inside of here, I have my pack cover. So you definitely want a pack cover. It goes over your pack, and this is also gonna be my like waterproof case to go over my pack. So it goes on it and it zips, and then it can be held like my pack, or it can be a duffel. But it's an airporter is what it's called, and it's a Sea to Summit, 75 to 100 liters. And then I have this, which is my encouragement journal. So I have like letters from people, as well as people have like written things in it for me. I've left it out all my fundraisers so that people can write stuff in there. And it's just like it's gonna be really hard on the race on some days, and I know that, so I can just pull this out and get encouragement from it. Then I have my dirty laundry. I literally got this at Target. And then in here, this is a Eagle Creek packet cube, and I love packing cubes rather than stuff sacks for clothes. And here are my bottoms, and I'll have a picture of what's inside of those. And these are my tops. But yeah, so those are my clothes for the entire year. And then in here is like my undergarments, as well as I think a pair of sleeping clothes and some of my fancier clothes, so like for ministry days and whatnot. That is it, and then I'll have another video for what's in the bottom half of my pack. These are my bottoms for the year. So at the top left, I have a pair of long pants that are super lightweight. Underneath that, another pair of long pants that are super lightweight. Underneath that are a pair of elephant capris. And then the second row, I have a maxi mid-length skirt, so that comes to just below my knees. And then in the next row, I have a pair of black shorts that come to my knees, a pair of blue shorts that come to my knees, and a camisole underneath that. And those all fit inside of my blue packing cube. So inside of my tops packing cube, I have one tank top, I have two really lightweight shirts that are beige color, and then I have a black really lightweight shirt, and then underneath that is my black dress shirt. And then in the next row, I have my t-shirts. Down there at the bottom underneath my packing cube is my swimsuit. So those are my tops for the year. At the bottom of my big pack, I have a packing cube, and inside of the packing cube is hair supplies, pens. This is my toiletry kit. It's from REI. I have extra toiletries, so stick deodorant. You cannot buy that in other countries. It's very hard to find. So definitely, if you like stick deodorant, bring a year's supply, however much you think. And then these are packing cubes. They are absolutely wonderful. You can get like a 6-pack off of Amazon for maybe $24. It basically just keeps everything organized. Some people prefer the stuff sacks to use those for like their clothes and everything. Personally, I choose the packing cubes for my clothes. All of that is personal preference. Next up, I have it's called a Catoma, C-A-T-O-M-A, bug net tent, and it pops up. And this is definitely not all racers need this, but just rats and bugs and all that gross me out. So, and who knows, I may wind up dropping it, but in countries where malaria and mosquito transferred diseases are really popular, this is going to be awesome. But like I said, this is definitely more of a luxury than an essential. Then I have my purple stuff sack, which I haven't stuffed down all the way. That's just because I wanted to be able to show you what's in it. And these stuff sacks do take a lot of work to stuff down. So, inside of this one, I have all my sleeping gear. And so I have a Traveler silk and cotton sleeping bag insert, and this is basically like a sleeping bag liner. It's really thin. It's like a sheet. You'll definitely want it because then it keeps your sleeping bag or sleeping bag liner clean from sweat and dirt and all that you have on you when you get into bed at night. It's also really good for warm countries. If you get chilly in the middle of the night, you can put this on, and it's basically just a sheet, and it's really small. You can get those at REI or Amazon. They usually are a little expensive. And then I have my emergency bivy, which this is a world race hack. Instead of bringing a sleeping bag, because all of my countries are very warm except for my first 3. So I'm not bringing a sleeping bag just because it's really bulky and I really am not gonna need that. I like to be cold when I sleep anyway. So I have a sleeping bag liner, which is like this big. It's pretty small, packs on really little, and it's a lot cheaper than a sleeping bag as well. So then if I get really cold, I can use my sleeping bag liner inside of my bigger sleeping bag liner, and then I can put this on top. Because in my first 3 countries it will get down to like 30 at night, which is pretty cold. So this will be where I get my heat, and it's really, really tiny. And then this is my hammock. It's a Grand Trunk. I personally like the Grand Trunks better than Eno's. That's just because they're a lot bigger and the fabric feels nicer than an Eno. The Eno kind of feels a little parachute-y to me, whereas like this feels nice. And the only thing is you have to buy Eno straps for your Grand Trunk. I got the XL Eno straps, but the Grand Trunk is also cheaper than an Eno, which is awesome for World Race. Next up, I have my sleeping pad. Woo-hoo. It is a REI Airail 1.5 women's. This has aerials on the side, and I have tested out like 5. This is my 5th sleeping pad, and honestly, anything sleeping wise is all personal preference. I'm a side sleeper and a stomach sleeper, so I really like the REI Airail, just because like the airails do keep you on it. As I'm like scooting backwards, the Airail keeps me on top of my sleeping pad instead of falling off, as most side sleepers experience with normal pads that don't have the like Airails. And then the last thing that was in the bottom of my pack was my tent, and it is a North Face Flint 2. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment at the bottom, and I will try to get back to you as fast as I can. But yeah, so this was how to pack for the World Race.